Hey guys, welcome back to Dirk Files and another video. Man, it has been a long time since I did a video. It's been an even longer time since I touched a model. Wow, actually that sounds like a cool music video. I touched a model, I touched a model. I'll give up my singing career. Anyway, it's been a while. It's been a really long while. And I've been watching some videos lately, and I've been coming across a lot of NNL East videos because NNL East was last week. And I'm watching the videos and stuff like that, and I realized, looking at some stash videos, that I never did a stash video from when I went last year. Well, actually, I did do a stash video because I found a whole bunch of footage from the show, vendor room stuff that I had done, and then I remember making a stash video of what I got at the show, but that part's gone, and well, it never showed up in any of my posted videos. So I'm like, huh. And of course, now here we are a year later, and now the next installment of NL East is here, and I've got more kits. So I decided maybe I'll just throw together a stash video showing you all the kits I've gotten recently. It may seem like a lot to some people, but when you consider it's almost only one, it's all the kits I've bought within a year, almost to the date, almost a complete year of videos of kits that I bought. So I figured, what the hell, let's take a look at what we got, right? So last year at NL East, I was in a Porsche phase. I'm almost done with my one-to-one Mustang project that I'm building with my son, and we're just getting to enjoy it. My other son wants to get in on this too, and funny, he has decided he wants a Porsche, and that's what I was toying with the idea of getting myself, was a Porsche. So now I find myself looking for Porsches. So we went to the show and I bought a couple Porsches. So let me show you what I found. In no particular order. The first one is this monogram Porsche 924 Turbo. Kind of a cool looking car. Not my favorite of the Porsches, but it's still a cool car, and I couldn't resist when I saw it. Some of the cars I've been looking at, because of the price points on them, has been the 924. Not a lot out there, and those that are out there are pretty hammered. Oh my God, unbelievably hammered. But anyway, I figured I would get this, and this would be a fun little car to build. I already have a theme for this, because I always do my builds around TV and movie cars and such like that. So I have a great subject for this one. So hopefully that'll be around sometime soon. The next one. Porsche Carrera RS. This is a Revell kit. Very cool looking car. I mean, it's the iconic 911 look with the whale tail and everything. What's not to like about this car? I mean, this is just uber cool. That should be a fun build. I have no plans on this one yet. I have to do some research. I'm sure there are a ton of movies and TV shows out there where this was the focal point of the protagonist's vehicle. I just have to do some research and see. But right now, it's just another kit in the stash. Porsche Carrera RS. Very cool. Then there's this one. Whoa, Nelly, she's big. Actually, it's just a box that's big. It's not very, it's the same scale as all the others. But the Testors Porsche 944S. This is the car that I'm actually looking for on the 1-to-1 scale. There's one around the corner from me that the guy's on the fence about selling. I keep bothering him about it, trying to get him to sell it to me, but he's not there yet. His wife is really pushing for him to sell it, but or was pushing him to sell it, but she recently moved from one job to another, so the money's a little easier to flowing in, so now it looks like I'm stuck for a little bit. But I'm going to keep looking because there's a lot of 944s out there. It's just finding one in the price range that I'm comfortable doing, because again, lots out there, but they are hammered. Absolutely hammered. So, but this is going to be a fun build because this is the car I like. This is a really cool car. So those are the kits that I got from NNL East last year. Well, time progressed because that was in April, and then time went by, and then winter came, and a friend of mine was looking into getting a new car, or a car to play with. And he came across a Hudson Hornet from 1951. And man, we combed all over his car, looking at it, seeing what's wrong with it, stuff like that. It was just a lot of fun. It got me really jonesing at a Hornet. So, since I can't have a real Hornet, and he passed on the car, so which made sense at the time, but since I wouldn't be able to play with his Hornet, no homo. Since I can't play with his Hornet, I decided to get a couple models, and the first one I got was this one from Mobius. Mobius makes some great Hornets, so I got this one. And again, I go by movie and TV stuff, and I haven't found a Hornet, or haven't really looked if there were any, but I got this one. Maybe I'll just make it like the box art because it's just wicked cool the way it is. I just love it. Absolutely love it. The other Hornet kit I got was this one, again from Mobius Models. Alright, this one's really cool, but I was thinking with this one, I might do something like a custom rod where we replace the motor with something new, and something along those lines, make it more of a car that would be that you could have on the road and have fun with today, because reliability on these older cars is out the window. But I just think it'd be cool if I put a new motor in it. I'm thinking like stuffing a Coyote engine in it. Yeah, it'd be cool. And who knows? It's probably going to be years before I touch it, but that's the plan when I bought this. We'll have to see what happens. Okay, so now from winter, which that was probably December time frame, fast forward all the way till now, which is April, or actually I'm in May, but the tail end of April, and then at least 2025 came along, and we went, and this is what I got at that show. First up, let me put this one, no particular order, this one. Oops. Dodge Charger. I just like these cars. I would not consider myself a Mopar guy, but I just like these new Chargers, especially the police pursuit ones. I was looking at those too at auctions, possibly picking up one of those to 1-to-1 scale to play with. The Charger police cars in model form have gone through the roof for some reason. They're not as available as they were. But I did come across this one. I did get a deal on this one, so I'm very happy with it. No plans on it yet, what I'm going to do with it, but it's just a cool car, man. It's just really, really cool. Then, after that, I got this car. 1937 Ford. Very cool. Comes with this little diorama scene here of a drive-in and everything. Very cool. The reason I picked this one is because this car here, the 37 Ford Slantback, the friend of mine that was looking at the Hudson Hornet ended up buying one of these instead in 1-to-1 scale. Brought it home. We've been tinkering with it. I've been helping every now and then, and we got the thing running. It's really cool. He's got a V8 in it, flathead, with a whole whopping 60 horsepower. It's just too funny, but it's so cool. So I bought this with the hopes of building this like his car and just giving it to him as a gift that, you know, for when he goes to shows eventually, he can display the car maybe with on the car like so many other people do. So that's why I got this. Now the problem that I'm finding, and maybe I'm wrong, there are not any kits that I found that have them stock. They all seem, the 37s all seem to come modified. So they've got, you know, these V8, more modern V8 engines, stuff like that, and custom wheels and stuff like that. So I decided I had to get the parts to make it work properly, right? To try to get as close to stock as I could. So I went to a vendor's table, and I was looking through the motors that he had, because he had all kinds of motors and engines and stuff. And lo and behold, I found flathead V8 motor. This is the block, the trans, the heads, the intake manifold, and then over here is the other parts, the distributor, and oil fill neck, and stuff like that. So I was all happy, and I bought these parts. It was only, what, $7? No big deal. But as I'm walking around and I'm thinking about it, there are other parts that kit will need to make it a stock 37 Ford. So I went to this table earlier, this one vendor, and I had bought this for myself because, well, it's a Dick Tracy car, and Dick Tracy, I'm sorry, was a cool movie. It really was. So I had bought this for myself. I got a deal on this, and I bought it. And it turns out this car has also all the parts I would need to turn that 37 into a stock car, or at least most of the parts, enough to get me across the finish line with people thinking it's stock. So the guy had 3 of these. So what I ended up doing is I didn't want to part the one I got out because I want to build it as Dick Tracy. So I went back, and for a whole $10, I got a complete other kit. So it was only a couple more bucks than the flathead V8 that I bought, but it's got the wheels that I'll need. It's got, you know, the complete engine and exhaust system, specifically the rims. It's going to be great. So I got 2 of these, one to part out to go for the 37 project, and the other for myself because it's just cool. And as for the flathead V8, you know, big deal, $7. I can find a use for another V8 somewhere. It's not a problem. Make a rat rod or something. So that's not going to go to waste. So that's cool. But that's all I got. So that brings us up to speed to date for almost an entire calendar year of kits that I have purchased. Now, if I can just convince myself to buckle down and actually start building a kit and stick with it, it would be really cool, because I just haven't been able to. Hell, if you look over here, I got a couple 3D prints I got here. This is Frankie from the Groovy Ghoulies. I started this, I think, in December, and it's just about done, but for some reason I just cannot get it across the finish line to finish them. So I'm very disappointed about that. But it is what it is. Oh, another thing I got at the show, I recently watched the California Kid with Charlie Sheen, with Martin Sheen, and I decided that's a car I want to build. I went in my stash, and I have the kit. At first, I thought I was going to have to buy or use my ZZ Top car, because that's the kit to be used. And I haven't built the ZZ Top car, and I want to, I just haven't yet, but I was disappointed I'd have to build it and not have the car I wanted. But then, as I was digging, I came in my stash and I found the exact same kit, but not the ZZ Top kit. It was a kit that I bought from the Chris Cortell estate sale, and at the time when I bought it, I just bought it was cool because it was cool, but I had no idea what I was going to do with it. And then lo and behold, Cincinnati Kid comes along, bam, there it is. I got myself the decals for it, and the only thing I was missing was the wheels. If you look at the movie poster, it's got custom wheels on it, custom rims on it, which is not what was in the movie. Okay, they made a mistake when they made up the poster. But I was able to go to Annalise, and I found a couple options. First, I found these wheels. So they're kind of steel wheels with moon caps in them. They were pretty close. I can use those. And then I found also, later on, I found this set, which is more accurate to a steel wheel with separate moon caps. So I got this too. I can use this. This is probably the set I'll use for that car. But that's where we are. That's everything. So again, hopefully soon I'm going to start building something. I just don't know when. Summer's coming. It's time to start prepping the outside. I've been doing a lot of work on my Project Mustang outside with my son and stuff like that. So going to car shows already. So it's been a lot of fun. And so I haven't really had time. I want to. I sit here and I watch videos, and then by the time I can't do it at the time. I can't build it at the time. But then when the opportunity comes to do it, I'm just beat, and I can't get myself motivated. But I've got to find a way to change that. But anyway, that's my spiel. That's my stash ads. And I'm going to stick with that story. So anyway, guys, till next time, be strong.